The director of District 9, Neill Blomkamp, just dropped a fully generative AI film on YouTube and announced his new studio, Barley Studios AI. This just goes to show how quickly the AI revolution is taking foot and hold in Hollywood in 2026. NIGHTBORNE has that classic Blomkamp look, if you can call it that, kind of sci-fi documentary, and it's produced by his co-writer from District 9, Terry Tatchell. But instead of traditional live action in VFX, this is 2026 and he used Seedance 2.0, and again, the entire film, incredibly well done, is generative AI only. Blomkamp is quoted as saying, "NIGHTBORNE is the first full test AI film I've made, and it's now at the point where I want to tackle a full feature in this format." So is this the trailer for one of his films or just a little test? If anyone can pull this off, it's definitely him. So this announcement dropped today on what felt like a random Monday, but it's actually not completely random. Coincidentally, or not, Neill is actually in Singapore at a conference for ByteDance, and I was just casually scrolling through Instagram reading some stories when I came upon this clip from director Noah Wagner.
What I wanted to do was try to use their voice as one of the multimodal inputs, and use a whole bunch of sort of facial reference, and then just let Seedance understand these characters three-dimensionally.
So clearly this is a coordinated marketing effort, or at least a timely one. So thank you to Noah Wagner. He's a AI film director that I met at AI on the Lot or Upscale Conference, I forget which one, but this is bringing back memories of AI on the Lot in LA not too long ago, where ByteDance did a presentation where they brought out Gareth Edwards, who said similar things about wanting to experiment and make content with generative AI. Most likely he's going to be using Seedance, so clearly ByteDance is really good at getting Hollywood sci-fi directors on their team. Well done. Now, while most people will probably remember Blomkamp for his film District 9, I remember him for his real-time short, Adam, in 2017 with Oats Studios. So at the time, he was using Unity to create a real-time animated film, and for me back then, I was like all Unreal Engine, so for me, it was just an incredible thing to see a Hollywood director using real-time animation. And fast forward again to 2026, basically 10 years later, it's the same play, the same refresh, the same marketing, but instead of Unity, it's generative AI, and in this case, it's Seedance 2.0. Blomkamp said, "Barley Studios will be my new AI studio for creating my own films, the way Oats Studio was for traditional film and VFX." So the question is whether, is this real? Is this sticky? Is he actually going to use generative AI to make films, or is this kind of like a marketing stunt? I guess we'll kind of see. But from what I read about his last couple of years trying to get films made, I guess he had trouble getting projects like Halo and Alien off the ground because it's a big deal to get studios to invest. And there's just a lot of friction along the way of trying to get a movie made. Nothing to discount his quality or the studio's quality, none of that. It's all business. It's hard to get movies made, period. I could see that he's getting a little fed up with this process and wants to see, hey, what if I just generated my own films with my crew, which we'll talk about in a second, and we use generative AI, and maybe he just self-distributes it. Who knows? So as we survey the reactions to this announcement on X, we can see how divided Hollywood still sort of is on this subject. On one side, we have established directors who are already using generative AI like Dave and Henry coming out and showing their support. And predictably, we have the old guard, Luddite artists who are using their massive social media followings like Reed and RJ to try to shame Neill because he's using generative AI. Now, if we look at this, it's pretty interesting because both RJ and Reed are working Hollywood concept artists who are vehemently anti-AI. But Neill himself came out in this post to say that he actually worked with some of his previous concept artists that he's collaborated with in the past to make this film. He's working with his producer and editor, and they're building what is a new team, a new pipeline to create content this way. And I just think it's an interesting tactic for these sort of established concept artists to basically come out and shame him and call his work awful and say they'll never see it, they'll never work with him. I mean, certainly the truthful part there is that you're probably never going to work with him after doing this. That's their strategy in life. All the power to them. But what's interesting is we've seen this before, and this tweet from Chris warns, Neill and his team that because they made this announcement, they're going to get all this harassment and to not back down. This is, of course, referring to the Jorge Gutierrez incident where he announced he was going to make an AI film or AI TV series with Amazon MGM. He then received so many death threats from the loving anti-AI artist community that he's part of, honestly, who he was part of before. He received so many death threats to himself and his son specifically that he pulled out. But it's different this time because the film is already out. I'm sure ByteDance and everyone saw that happen and he already knew what was at stake when he got into it. So, congrats to Neill for this film coming out, the collaboration with ByteDance, and for being one of the brave ones to actually release an AI film. It's the first for me. So look, here is the takeaway. By the end of 2026, every major Hollywood working director is going to be using generative AI somewhere in the pipeline. It could be like Martin Scorsese, who's just using it for storyboarding. We'll see about that. Or it could be on the full other end of the spectrum where we have Neill fully generating films, which makes sense for a sci-fi director like him and Gareth Edwards to want to generate something that would be very hard or impossible to create any other way. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what it is that he puts out as far as major theatrical projects like he's sort of foreshadowed to here. So that is my takeaway. And I would say if you're a film director, an editor, a VFX artist, or anyone working in the creative field around Hollywood, to take this as a sign that it's time to not only pick up these AI tools, but most likely you already have been, but it's time that you can actually share them. There's more and more flagship working directors and producers and production companies all showing how much work they're doing with generative AI. It's time to start talking about it publicly, time to start sharing your work, and stop being afraid of the haters on X. That's mostly my situation. Anyway, you shouldn't be on X if you don't have to be. That wraps it up for this video. Go check out NIGHTBORNE on YouTube, and I'll see you on the next video.